Capricorn, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for mid-March 2024. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in the energy and see what's happening for the lovely Capricorns out there. Hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's get it going here, my guides. Talk to me about the Cappies. What do we got going on as we move through the year? I mean, it's already March, mid-March to be precise. Feels like it's going quick from my point of view. But yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Capricorn in mid-March, please. Guys, talk to me. What do we have for my friends? Okay. All right, cool. Card popped out pretty quickly. And I've been seeing this for a few other signs. And this is a big energy of somebody trying to lay low. So for you, hey, it might be you. You might just be not trying to cause any waves, go about your business, just laying low, or that could be someone you're connected to. But this is also a beautiful card as well. So there's a lot of little subnotes of energy there. Before we fully dive in though, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the March subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's have a little talk about this card once again. So you see the imagery here. We have this beautiful lady. She's in a pond. She is amongst all these different swans and birds. I'm not sure exactly which types they are, but to me, it always feels like she's trying to blend in. Now, I did see this for a couple other zodiac signs this week in particular. And once again, maybe you're just in that mode, right? Just laying low, getting down to business, doing whatever you do, like not trying to cause any waves. Okay. So, I mean, I know a lot of Capricorns are very diligent, focused individuals, and this to me is literally just minding my own business. Now, once again, this could also be somebody, like if you're having issues with a person, they might not want to upset you, they might not want to cause any static or start some waves within this water. Another beautiful thing that I always think of with this card, the fact that it is just so aesthetically beautiful. You might be paying attention to your aesthetics a little more. I know that's a completely opposite type of energy and message, but to me, this card could focus on your look. So you might be doing something with your hair or your wardrobe. There's something about beauty and aesthetics here as well. So it could be one or the other. It could be both, you know, working on your look in some way or another, but we're just going to put her down right over here. Not going to over talk it. Let's get into tarot now. And I always say this first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. So let's get it going here, my guides. Talk to me. What do we got for the Cappies? Okay, and while we shuffle this deck up and get it ready to go, let's talk about your last reading. It was titled A Massive Payoff. And the big thing I was picking up in that energy was that something you could be working on or working towards, or some sort of struggle that you might be going through, has the potential to really pay off for you in the end. So it was kind of like a little shot in the arm from spirit, but it was a totally opposite energy than what I got 2 weeks ago. So things could be shifting around you. And I'm interested to see what we have this week. But yeah, just only take this message how it hits for you, right? Because energy is very fluid. It's never set in stone. And we could be seeing someone else's vibe, okay? It's not just yours. So what do we have here for Capricorn, please? Talk to me. 3 cards to start my friends off nice mid-March. Okay, so we're starting good. All right, I like that start. We have the 10 of Cups in position number 1. That is a really beautiful card to start this reading off with. Let's get a couple more. I mean, for some of you, it could be the family, the home, people you're connected to. We have Judgment, beautiful. I mean, this is action-based, it's change-based. Could be shaking something up, kind of like what I said. The energy could be shaken up and shifting. Let's get one more here, and we'll really start to piece this together. What we got for Capricorn? Thank you. All right, you're gonna have a bonus. Okay. This is an incredibly movement-based type of energy here on the back end. We have the Ace of Wands, and you have a bonus, which is the 9 of Wands. Talk about lay low type of energy. It's here. So yeah, let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get into that juicy intuitive stuff. So at first look, first glance, as I mentioned, we do have some really positive cards and energies in this mix, but I'm seeing a lot of change-based, explosive, fiery energy towards the back end, which can be really good for motivation and your drive and your passion. At the same time, it could be a little unpredictable, right? Like all this fiery energy could be unpredictable, volatile. We'll just see, but I'm not getting any huge red flags just yet, all right? So at least there's some really good positivity. Let's go through piece by piece and really start to build this out. So position number one, we're starting with the Ten of Cups. Beautiful. As I already mentioned, one of my favorite cards. It's one of the best cards in the whole entire tarot deck. You see those people, it's like a happy family, happy home. There's a rainbow, the full cups going throughout the sky. So when I see this, I think of wish fulfillment, emotional fulfillment, contentment. For some of you, yeah, you might just be focused on your home or living situation, doing something in regards to that. Another portion of you, this could just represent a family member whenever we have the Ten of Cups. But I think of something going well, really well when it's here. Now, as with all cards, it does have a positive and a challenge. A challenge with this Ten of Cups, especially in its like reversal form, it could represent somebody that's really working with too many emotions, somebody that's like overly emotional, in a sense that it's something difficult to deal with, okay, where it's just overwhelming. So in this time, make sure you're not getting overwhelmed by people and things and situations, because it could be possible. But once again, this is a very, very positive card, extremely positive to be exact. Now, moving to the center, something's shifting, something's changing here. A very karmic, powerful type of energy. We have Judgment. Now, for a portion of you, yeah, you might be literally making a judgment or a decision. That doesn't just have to be it, though. This card has a lot of connotations to it. It's one of the more powerful karmic-based type of cards that speak about the cycles of life. That's why I say it's Plutonian. It represents change and things shifting. So the clarifier for this is going to be extremely important when we look at it. Judgment is also angelic. You see the Archangel Gabriel there. So there is some spiritual protection around the Capricorns. This is really good stuff. Now, what is the challenge of this? It could represent things cycling back around, old cycles cycling back around, indecisiveness sometimes. It could represent somebody that's on the wrong side of karma. Not saying you are, but generally, just like all the fire cards that we're seeing here, this is very explosive and volatile energy. So there's an unpredictability to it. But we'll get into it further as we move through the reading. Now, as we get the Archangel back where he belongs, we're going to talk about this Ace of Wands, beautiful, fiery type of energy. Now, whenever I see an ace, I say they represent offers, they represent opportunities. It's something fresh, it's something new. Where like, yeah, you might have an offer or opportunity coming in, but if you don't pounce on it, if you don't make action towards it, it could shrivel up on the vine. Now, the Ace of Wands, once again, that fiery theme is here in the mix. It could be unpredictable, explosive, all that good stuff, but it could also be your passion, your motivation, your energy levels as well. So there could be something regarding your energy and your focus when this card is in the mix. Now, it can also represent one's libido. I mean, that's a very niche message for some Capricorns. You might be a little more fired up than you normally are in that sense. Moving to the very back end, and I don't think it just means that. We'll get more detail. We have the Nine of Wands as the other bonus card here. So similar to the very first oracle, this is the Wounded Warrior. It represents somebody that's either recovering from something or is very skeptical. There might be a person, a situation, or something that you're very skeptical about, like I'm keeping my eye on you type of energy, but it's guarded, okay? So it could represent communication issues, miscommunications. Once again, laying low, doing your own thing. That's a big vibe here when we have this Nine of Wands. So yeah, Cappy, we have a lot of things happening here. I want to dive deeper. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here for my Capricorn friends. Let's see what's happening, my guides. Talk to me. And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Ten of Cups. And if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Capricorn, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, Ten of Cups time. Keep our fingers crossed. Maybe this is going to stay really nice and pleasant. Where's that Ten of Cups here? Thank you. Eight of Cups. All right, so a lot of you, this, once again, I said in the beginning, a lot of Capricorns are very goal-oriented. This is an amazing alignment for anything financial or work-based here. So for a lot of you, whether it's being content in a current work position or a really good one coming in, now it doesn't just have to represent, you know, only work. But the Eight of Pentacles is kind of Capricorn energy. When I see it, it's diligent, it's dedicated, it's working on something, it's working towards something. So 2 weeks in a row, we're kind of getting a sense of like your long-term goals showing up here as a priority. When we see this, once again, it could be work situations. So under the 10 of Cups, you could have like a nice level up in regards to money. If you're looking for new work, an opportunity could really plop into your lap here when this is in the mix. For some of you, it could be as simple as saying like, hey, maybe you're just doing some work around the house, right? Maybe you're renovating or upgrading something or wanting to when this energy is here. But overall, I see achievement. That's the one thing I love about this. So yeah, we already have our first winner victory here in a very big way with the Eight of Pentacles clarifying this 10 of Cups. So either something is just within reach or you're working towards it. Like you have the motivation, the drive, the passion to really get this win, whatever it is to you. So I really do like this. Your efforts could be paying off. So just like we saw last week, like your hard work, your efforts, your motivation could be paying off. If you're at a point right now where you're only living in the moment and you don't have many long-term goals, which I doubt, I'm sure you do, Spirit could be asking like, hey, Capricorn, maybe make like a 5-year plan and like work towards something big. Don't limit yourself. Let's keep moving. I know I gave a whole bunch of different messages there, but to just put it in a bow, I feel for a lot of you, your work paying off. This is a big energy of a victory here, okay? Especially around money. So let's go in on Judgment. Let's see what this shift could be about. Why is Judgment in the mix? All right, cool. Yeah, so more fire in reverse. This could be something that changes on a dime, changes really quickly, a situation. Now, I'll know more when we get to the back end here. I'm hoping this good positive energy isn't what's shifting. For a small portion of you, it could be. But when I see Judgment with the 7 of Wands in reverse, it's like, okay, this is a change that you really couldn't do much about. Okay, so whether it's a change in how you feel, a change in situation, it just happens with the Plutonian energy and all this fire back here. It's just explosive. So it's like an explosive shift, explosive change, and it happens very suddenly and fast. Okay. Now, I don't feel like that's the only thing, but the 7 of Wands, similar to like this 9 of Wands, it's like guarded. It often shows up when people are being tested by the universe and fighting the good fight. When it shows up in reverse, it's like, yeah, I mean, there's not much you really could have done here. Okay, so whatever situations you're going through, it's like, all right, a big chunk of it might have been out of your hands. A big warning sign here with this and Judgment. Please don't let other people pull you into their own stuff. And we've been seeing this theme throughout the reading, like with the first Oracle card. Now this is showing up in the center. Like, don't let other people pull you into their stuff. Okay, like if you just stay in your own lane, that could really keep the peace. Only take that for what it's worth, my friends. But once again, I feel this enormous, massive change energy here in the center. So we're just going to put that down there. I'm not going to keep complicating it or anything like that, because we have something that could be very positive on the other side of this. So let's go in on that Ace of Wands. Still so much fire and passion within the spread. So what do we got going on here for Cappy, please? Thank you. Hermit in reverse. And, you know, I'm getting this vibe of like at the last second, something presents itself. Now, for a portion of you, you might be connected to a Virgo here. When the Hermit shows up in reverse, it's like a revealing, a revelation. For some of you, yeah, this could be like a last second opportunity or a surprising offer of some kind coming in, right? Now, the Hermit in the upright, I would say, yeah, something's pulling back. It's withdrawing its energy. It's something that's very difficult. It's a very hidden type of vibe. In reverse, underneath this Ace of Wands, it's like, surprise, peekaboo, here I am. So for a lot of you, keep your eyes open in the coming days and weeks, because you could have really big opportunities and offers coming in to really further yourself and your motives. I mean, I know, take these messages for whatever they're worth. I'm just telling you what these are making me feel. It feels good to me. So regardless of like all this stuff happening here, I'd say overall this spread could be very positive. But to me, the first thing I was feeling here is like at the last second or just in the nick of time, something big is going to present itself, whether in the form of an opportunity or an offer. And it's like rushing in, it's coming in quick. So let's go through and do a quick recap here, Capricorn, because we have a lot of stuff happening. Remember, only take what's yours. But if you kindly look in the box, we're starting with a really lovely energy. We have the 10 of Cups with the 8 of Pentacles, really good things in regards to money. in regards to work, whether you're on a search for a job. Maybe some of you are in a position that you really like that has long-term possibilities. Might be doing some work and renovation around the house. But a big thing I was picking up here is like your efforts, your hard work, your dedication really paying off for you. Okay, so this is big, victorious type of energy. Moving to the center, we have Judgment with the Seven of Wands in reverse. Yeah, there could be a change that was somewhat unavoidable, and it does come in very suddenly. It comes in very fast, but I do feel like, yeah, there was nothing you could really do about it. Okay, like a lot of it was out of your hands. Also, a warning there about not letting other people pull you in to their stuff, their drama. On the back end, we have the Ace of Wands. So on the other side of this little bit of mayhem, Ace of Wands with the Hermit in reverse. Yeah, you might be connected with the Virgo, and it's someone or something presenting itself, like at the very last second. It's like when you least expect it, or at the very last second, this opportunity or offer comes in, and it kind of like falls in your lap. So, and I gave the analogy, it's like surprise, peekaboo, like one of those things. It's the oddest energy. But yeah, please take a screenshot of that, Capricorn. Do with that what you will. Let's see what's in the shadows for you this week. Talk to me, my gods. What do we got in the shadows for Capricorn? Overall, really positive, I'd say, for the most part. And I know, like, dealing with all this type of energy, it might not always seem like it, but it feels good in the end, at the very least. But yeah, I always like to pull one shadow card for you at the end of a reading, just to see whether it's something within you or something you can't quite see right now. Shadow cards don't always have to be a challenge, though. They can be very positive. So let's get you one here. What do we got? Maybe it'll tell us more about this little action on the back end, possibly. Oh, and yes, if you've made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it in the comments below. It's a beautiful way to support the channel, and I have much love and appreciation for my channel members. Okay, let's get this shadow card out. Thank you. Okay, so you do have a really positive shadow card too, and I really do like this because it's kind of like the bookend energy to this Ten of Cups. You got the Ten of Pentacles here in the shadows. Really nice, very stable. And I always say when you combine the Ten of Cups in a spread and you get the Ten of Pentacles, this is like everything. And it somewhat mirrors what we have going on up here. For a big portion of you, this opportunity or offer could bring a lot of stability into your life. So for a lot of you, yeah, this could be focused around money, career, and work, especially if you're trying to bring in a new situation. This is extremely positive. But once again, we have that big focus around the home and the family as well. So all of these situations or topics, they feel very important to me. Now, one thing I will say about the Ten of Pentacles in the shadows, aside from the money and the stability and all that, it can be a stubborn energy sometimes. So for a portion of you, Spirit might be saying like, hey, Capricorn, try to go with the flow a little bit, or try not to be too set in your beliefs or set in your energy when this shows up in the shadows. So yeah, Capricorn, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the March subscriber surprise. If you would like to get a personal reading done with me, you can find my digital calendar on mastermetaphysics.com, so please feel free to check it out. But for the March subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful, fantastic Tarot of the Owls. So if you'd like to get your name in for that, it's 2 simple things, as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed, and second, let me know down in the comments, what is your favorite zodiac sign? And give me a couple reasons why. You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you soon.